Here we go, back at the home turf. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your buddy Mikey here at SD Fishing Tips. It's the last day of October, Monday, October 31st, 2022, Halloween. And we're gonna be doing some fishing off the solo skiff after living the dream in Central California. If you haven't already, checked that video out. Finally got my bluefin tuna up there, San Simeon, Cambria. Didn't think that it was gonna come up there. I thought it was gonna come down here.
For the dream.
The dream, the ultimate. So awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get set up. Then we're gonna go fish La Jolla. See if we get in some yellowtail or some white sea bass or some halibut. Scope it out, see what's going on. It's a beautiful day right now. Not very much wind. The winds should be down. There's a high tide at 2 p.m. So time to get on it. The solo skiff right here. It's the dream. Feels so good. Such a beautiful day here. Mission Bay, Ski Beach, the home turf. Let's get set up. Go, solo skiff all rigged out, La Jolla style. Back in action, La Jolla, troll hard. Got that DTX minnow, see if we could hit little yellowtails. Feel like yellowtail weather is nice out right now. High tide at 2 p.m. Let's get it. All right, just got caught up talking with JR right there. He had a good trip out to, got the report from him for the, he went on a Hatteras, a little bit bigger than Nomad up here, than the Nomad. They went out by San Clemente Island, got on Bonito, yellowtail. We got some bluefin tuna on the troll, on the Mad Max, also on the live bait on the sinker rig. And then they said they got some foam reaction with the 40-gram Colt Sniper. They got bluefin too. So JR is gonna help me out with some halibut fishing this winter time. Stoked on that, learn about the halibut fishing. Same thing, we got the Nomad over here. So looking through in October, I think I maybe went on my last Dorado trip on the Nomad here in the middle of October. This is a trip after the epic bluefin bite that I had on it. If you haven't already checked out that video, you gotta check it out. The bluefin night fishing, 288 pounder with Captain Mike Soar on the Nomad right here. And then after that, I went out with Captain Kevin. He's got Ronin in San Diego Bay for some lobster action. And that was all-time epic. We got 17 keepers between the four of us. We were working 10 hoop nets and got the lobster. That was really, really cool. I think that was Jordan right there, working on the boat. But that Dorado trip was awesome.
I'm just like on fire.
Headshots only,
Headshots
right to
only.
the forehead. Everyone caught fish. We had somebody from Chicago visiting. That was super cool, super nice. Great time on the live bait. Then talking to the guys there about Mexico, about Baja. He had been down to Gonzaga Bay, and now I'm eyeballing Baja too, because that next fish I want to get on the solo skiff is going to be that Wahoo halibut. Work on my way up, hit California halibut into the Pacific halibut up north, and then down south, work my way yellowtail, grouper, Wahoo, all just future dreams and plans on the solo skiff. This is the dream. You all have been following along. Thank you all so much for the love and support. Really, really appreciate it. You've been hitting that, smashing that subscribe and pounding that like. I've been seeing it, showing all the love and support. Even got some members on the channel. Dylan, who I fished with up in Alaska, Mark, Jason. We got some really good support, love. I'm feeling it big time. And then fishing with new people, JR, the relationship with him, growing that, developing that. It's all good. And then I went out fishing with the crew, the old hockey guys, Jacob, Bassmaster, and Matt Bertolino, my hockey buddies. We were over there by Sail Bay, and I got the spotty on the weedless, on the plastic. The Z-Man, new penny Z-Man, plastic on the weedless, like 3/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce. Check that out on the Dilly Customs rod and that Shimano spinner reel 2500. That was a lot of fun. Getting the short pound fishing in. Then Jacob ended up catching, we were up at the rocks up in Mission Bay at the jetty. Jacob on the jerk bait, he switched it up, saw some fish coming through. They were jumping out, bait getting chased up. He's on a nice one. That away. It's a mackerel? On the, oh, Bonito on the jerk bait? Yeah, boy.
Oh, that's a nice one, huh?
And Jacob caught a Bonito on the jerk bait. We've seen the bait popping up and coming through. He cast it out, the jerk bait, and ended up catching a nice Bonito on that. That was really, really cool to see. Never gets old, cruising under the bridge here. Got the Hyatt. Water temp right now, 64.25. 11:45, like I was saying, a couple hours before high tide. It's going up to 5 foot, 5 high tide at 2 o'clock today. My tide watch broke after surfing too hard, my surf and tide watch. Next up here, we got Mission Bay bait barge and Seaforth Landing. So I was just down yesterday at the sport fishing landings down in San Diego Bay, checking it out, and there's still a few bluefin coming in. It's pretty scratchy, the bluefin tuna fishing. I talked to a guy who had gotten a couple. He was on a 2-day trip on the Islander, and he came in and he had gotten on the sinker rig and on the knife jig at nighttime. He had two maybe 40 to 60 pound tuna, maybe 50 pounders or something like that. And like I was saying, JR, he got an 80 pounder on the Mad Max troll. They got another 40 pounder or so out there at San Clemente Island. So there's still some bluefin, but what was really cool down when I was at the sport fishing landings was checking out the Wahoo and the long range trip. I talked to Daryl there and I ran into him. He was on the Searcher 8-day trip. They went by Alijo Rocks and then down to the Ridge, and that's off of Mag Bay. So last year I went down to Mag Bay in November for the bait balls out there, and I learned kind of about that area and those offshore banks, which are pretty far from Mag Bay still. They're 50 or 60 miles from the bay. It's 30 miles to get outside the bay. That was quite the adventure, fishing the solo skiff in the bay. That's where I picked up some yellowtail, barracuda, and a Sierra, and then a grouper at the end of it. I was stoked on that. And I'm gonna be going down to Baja again in a couple weeks. I'm going down with Lou Gatto on the Odyssey down there, so you can check out all my adventures. I'll be posting on that, and then developing my skill set to be able to go after Wahoo on the solo skiff and halibut. Make my way through California halibut up into North Pacific halibut, through Northern California, starting at Shelter Cove, Bodega Bay, all the way up through Washington, Canada, Alaska. That's the halibut dreams, and then Wahoo dreams. I was talking to Sea Adventure 80, Captain Mike, about Wahoo. Cowbells, learning about the different rigs, trolling for them. So got a lot of dreams. The solo skip has been the absolute dream. And the name of the game today is going to be see what's going down in La Jolla. I got my Penn Squall 400 bait caster. I'll try to make some live bait with my sabiki. I got the Nomad to troll, and then I got a fly line set up where I can go dropper loop. Living the dream, just fishing hard back in San Diego. This is it. SD Fishing since Mikey here. Living the dream, going in November, finishing up October, Halloween, October 31st today. Next stop, La Jolla. We'll see if we see any bait on the front. I'm gonna make bait on the way if I see it. Like I was saying, Jacob caught that Bonito up off the rocks over here. Mellow, nice. Not very much wind at all. All right, here we go. Leaving the slow zone. Make our way to La Jolla. 12.3 miles. Let's go. So we got kelp. Right ahead here. We're out, right? We've got a couple turns right here. Looks like bait. I'm gonna go ahead and make bait right here. Lots of bait right here. Right, bait all out here. Right here. What kind of bait? Small. Small little mackerel. Maybe there's bigger bait up here. It's got to be thick if I can't even see. Oh.
If they came down, the SO was 7.
Got a couple pieces, might move on. Let's see. Nice. Not nice, they dropped off. We got 4 mackerel. Not bad. Nice mackerel. 2. A lot of these small mackerel, but I'll take it. Ohana whale watching boat going out. I got my 6 pieces of mackerel here. Just saw John, he's going out for bluefin, and I keep marking big fish down low. But I'm gonna make my way up to La Jolla. I'm not gonna fish here. 6 miles. All right, 12:20, 12:19. Make my way over to La Jolla. Little afternoon session. right, coming into La Jolla here at the reserve line. You can see the staircase at Big Rock, and then all the lobster traps lined on this north side of it, the legal side. In shallow water, 40 feet of water, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the fly line. I already got it tied up, and then I'm gonna tie up the dropper loop. It's probably what I'll fish a little bit more, but right now we're gonna try the fly line. I got 1/0 ring circle hook Gamakatsu here with 35-pound fluorocarbon leader. Looks like there's a lot of kelp in this area, so I got to be careful. And then you saw it earlier, doing work to make these mackerel. I'm gonna take one right here, take one of these mackerel, nose hook it like so, put it out. Nice mackerel here. Okay. Let it go out a ways. Like I was saying, I'm really shallow right now, 35 feet. Probably gonna go deeper. Trolling hard right now, the mackerel. Slow troll. Make our way all the way around the kelp. Maybe some sea bass. Here we go, we got Daniel in the house from back in the day. Old school kayak fishing days. Flash the video for that. What's up, bro? It's Daniel, right? What's up, bro? Still got the same kayak. I love it, dude.
I've slayed so many fish in this kayak.
I know you have. That's what I got. That one of my first yellowtail videos is when you were getting that one on there. Classic, dude. You seen any action out here today? All right, what do you count on the crocodile? Nice, yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh, you just been tied off to the buoy and fishing them that way? Is that what those birds were all on? Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's been a lot out here. What do you usually fish them with, the spoon? I know those Dart Wilsons, yeah. Yeah, I remember you hooked up on a big yellowtail last time. They got broken off. Yeah, I got some greenbacks. I'm gonna slow troll those around. I'm just gonna cruise around here. I ran out of batteries on my fish finder. I'm just gonna fly line here, pretty shallow. They're all the fish are in shallow, right?
Anywhere from here and out, yeah. Like out here in front of Chicago and a little bit.
Yep.
And out to the next section.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my fly line out and see what happens. Talking to Daniel there. Bonito, calico, little mix. There's some birds up here. Slow troll this area with it out on the fly line. And I got the call. I was just talking with Nom. He was giving me the fish dope report. I guess there's some tuna out by the 43. Still some bluefin to be had, but not quite like it was earlier this year. That's what we were reminiscing about. I'm gonna stay focused on La Jolla here. See what we can make happen. Feels like a biter. Just kelp. Tomorrow? Okay, I'll see you then. All right, have a good night. Here we go, Daniel in the house. He got some Bonito He said he just got a barracuda also, but I was telling him about all the bluefin action and about the DTX minnow. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out and troll back. It's already getting late. And then probably be out here again tomorrow before the storm comes Wednesday. See, I can go faster trolling this. See what's going on with these birds. With these birds right here. That's a tern bird. Diving. I'm gonna put on the mad skag. Or I guess I'll just throw this mega bait. Dang, what's going on with all these birds? Tern birds. What is going on with this? I can't tell. Here we go. Fish on. What do we got? Calico. Feels pretty small. Bonito. What we're working with. Got dinner here. Dinner time, and I'm feeling fine. I think it's calico. Had it pretty far back. Yep. Daniel was just talking about calico ceviche, but I don't think this one's big enough. We're gonna go ahead and throw it back. The skunk is off. Calico, the nomad. Keep trolling. DTX minnow, classic, doing work. Keep my eye out for what the birds are doing. What do we got? Fish or kelp? Feels like a fish. Yep. About the same size. Doesn't look like a keeper calico. Another one on the Nomad, DTX minnow, 140. Jeez, spiked me. There it is, calico bass. Bass Masters here at sunset. But we want that different type of bass though. That white sea bass, you never know. I've gotten one on the trolling the same lure before. Not the same exact one. Same style, different color. Trolling hard. Okay, it's almost 5 o'clock. Still out here in La Jolla, just trolling hard. I got the Nomad DTX minnow out. Got a couple calico on it. Looking for that yellowtail or white sea bass. Going about 3.5 miles an hour, not too fast. And I got the tube bait ready to drop on. Steven Special, the orange one, brownish. Bird working up here. It's just a beautiful evening here in La Jolla. I didn't think I was gonna fish this long, but I got a late start. And I'm gonna come back out tomorrow before the storm comes Wednesday. Get on it. I'll be launching from the shores early tomorrow. I'll bring some squid, rockfish, do a little everything tomorrow. Get my fish finder charged up. I ran out of batteries early today. I don't know if I'm having issues with the battery or what. I just got that battery. So gonna finish off. I control to the South Reserve line in front of Big Rock where I started, and then headed back in after that. Oh. Feels heavier. Bonito? Calico. No. Bonito. Mackerel. There we go. Got a Bonito. Save this one, and I'm gonna bleed them out right now, cut them up, and then I'll have them for dinner. Well, there you go, right as I was talking. Hooked up, that was good. All right, I'm at the South Reserve line. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this in, make my way back. Right when I get back into the spot that I can fish in Pacific Beach in front of Tourmaline, north of the pier, I'm gonna put it back out and fish some more. I saw some birds there, and it looked pretty fishy when I was coming out. So, put this away for now. That's it, that's all for La Jolla today. It's been a pleasure, always a pleasure, La Jolla. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So safety on. All right, let's get it. Roll after 5. Pure beauty. All alone too. I love it. Man, look at all these birds. Too bad they're in the reserve. I can't fish it. The yellowtail are smart. They know to hang out in the reserve. I've seen that before with Shane last year. Making my way back in. That's gonna do it. That's it. That's all for this last day of October. Halloween. Today's Halloween. That's gonna do it for this Halloween fishing session out in La Jolla. Sunset, sun's going down. Man, oh man, oh man, it is just absolutely gorgeous out here right now. Sweet, cruising the bay all solo. No other boats. Just me and the solo skiff, living the dream. Get rinsed off, packed up, and do it again tomorrow. Be out there earlier. But that's glass. Beautiful sight. Solo skiff, San Diego, motorized kayak. Mikey here, ST Fishing Sips News Break, signing off. That's it, that's all. Sun's going down. Just look at that beautiful sight. Sunset. That's where it's at. Sunset Riders.